welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host Aurora, life coach, physiotherapist, yoga teacher, animal lover. How else would I describe myself? Podcaster, maybe. Yeah. I'm very happy to be here with you and to spend some time with you. Today we reached episode 40 from season 5. I'm so excited to have you on board, and for the people who have been here ever since the start, thank you so much for being there, for your ongoing support, and for your reviews and ratings on Apple Podcast. It really helps to spread the word. My work here is for free for you. I'm investing money and I'm creating this content for you to have a space where you can rest and relax and recharge your batteries. If ever you feel like you want to give back or send me some appreciation, please don't hold back. Hop onto the link in my show notes and buy me a coffee. I would totally appreciate your feedback. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. I want to make this podcast as accessible as possible for people around the world, because the world is going through a big transition right now. It's very stressful for so many people. And the feedback I'm receiving is, very positive. And people tell me I'm helping them to get through these stressful times. So I'd love to find people that, are not seeing any light right now and feel left alone and just, wanting to give some hope and light to them and make them feel less lonely. So you can play a big part in this. Thank you so much. So today, last episode of this season. Next week, I will be launching season 6, where I will focus in on the feminine. And what that means is that I'm going to have a couple interviews with ladies. I will talk more about the feminine side of people in the world. And it is really important for you to understand that I'm supporting mental health for everybody. For now, I was focusing in on mental health for men. And I just have lots to share about, the feminine side of things. And I have lots of female friends who want to share their story come season 6. And I find it very interesting to, see and hear about different perspectives. And especially when it comes to heterosexual relationships, to see, okay, what can we do better? Where can we do our part? And where do men need our support? So it is going to be extremely interesting for men to listen to what the ladies have to say. And please trust me that I will always play it fair. I think you will get to know a new side of me. And I'm very excited to share this with you. I'm in this with you together. We're fighting the good fight. We all want to be seen and loved and heard and understood. But I see the gap. I see the gap between men and women. I feel it, especially here in North America. And I would like to make that gap a little smaller and bring people closer together. Because the stronger our relationships are, the stronger our society can be and more resilient to stress. So today, on this last episode of season 5, I want to talk about difficult people and how we can deal with difficult people. Difficult people are inevitable. They are all over the place. Sometimes they're more often in our lives than we like it. And difficult people are people that, we can't really walk around or push out of our lives. They're just in our lives, embedded. There may be a boss. There may be a grocery clerk at our favorite store. There may be a relative, maybe a person in our friend group. They can be everywhere. So I'm assuming that it is a person in your life when you think of someone right now who's really annoying and difficult to deal with that you can't really avoid, because if you could, you would. So how can we deal with these people in order to, not waste too much energy on them? Because what I've noticed is that people who really annoy the shit out of us take up so much space, mental space, and can really burden our relationships as well. When I have stress with my boss, I come home and then vent to my boyfriend or to my mom or to my sister or whoever is just there, because in the moment it feels good to share what's going on. But if we do that for a longer period of time, you will see that you are tiring out your loved ones, the people that you share your struggles with. So my advice, number one, is that you find someone neutral outside of your friend circle, outside of your relationship, intimate relationships, where you can talk about it constructively, like productively, I think you say in English. And you protect your primary relationships from the BS that you're dealing with that person. What I mean by that is, of course, when your partner asks you, hey, like you seem a little absent or you seem a little bit upset, what's going on in your life? You share with them openly what's going on, but you will not go into details and you will not unload onto them. Do you understand what I mean by that? Like the difference between telling somebody what's going on and unloading emotionally and verbally and energetically. It is really important to distinguish. So you take a life coach, you take a counselor, you take a therapist, whoever you feel like having in your life, and there you can work on resolving those problems, and there you can totally unload, because those people are trained to set boundaries with you, but at the same time giving you space where you can feel good afterwards. So protect your loved ones, and then learn to set boundaries with the people who are different and difficult in your life. Difficult sometimes means annoying, sometimes means like painful, attacking you. And you have to learn to stand up for yourself. And the tricky part is to stand up for yourself in a graceful way, to not become an asshole yourself. So my third tip goes kind of hand in hand with the second tip, is that you then see the person that you can't get rid of not as an obstacle anymore and an energy drainer, but as an opportunity for you to grow personally, intellectually, mentally, emotionally, maybe even spiritually. So you think of that person now that is deeply annoying to you, very difficult, and you think about, what is it that I can learn with this person? And the lessons you can learn from a difficult person, like what I've learned in the past, is patience. I'm learning to count until 10 and not to explode. I'm learning to tune into my breath instead of exploding. I'm learning to stand up for myself, sorry. So a person who brings you down, makes you feel shitty, you will, in a very kind way, tell them, you know what, your remark just made me feel terrible and makes me feel worse than before I met you. And I want to talk about it. Why is it that you had to say this to me, or what is bugging you, right? Like, you open up a conversation in a very graceful and kind way, but at the same time set a clear boundary, and it's going to make you feel fantastic. It's going to make you feel so good to finally address it and to stand up for yourself, at the same time not to be an asshole about it. When you walk away afterwards, it will just feel as if you just, got something really important done, and you did. You set a limit, you drew a line, and it is going to affect all of your relationships. It's going to affect the relationship with the difficult person, because they now know, oh shit, I was called out, and I can't really, fight back or react to it because it was said in a very nice way. And it will cut you off from that negative energy draw. And excuse me here to get a little bit esoteric, but people who are difficult in your life are going to suck life energy out of you, literally. And you're going to want to vent to the people you love. You're going to want to ruminate about those situations and not be present with the people that you love. And that's just not fair. And in starting to stand up for yourself, my God, my English today, you will have more energy, more presence, more love, more life energy for the people that you care about, or for when you then spend quality time with yourself. Imagine yourself having a weird encounter with a difficult person and then going for a walk or trying to meditate or having a massage. It's going to be so difficult for your monkey mind to switch off, because your monkey mind is going to want to fight back and, I should have said this, or next time I'm going to say that. No, you're not going to be in the moment because you didn't draw a line. So difficult people will always be part of your life. Just take it as a given, as a constant. They will come in, they will come out. They can teach you valuable lessons about yourself, about your relationships, about how much you want to protect your primary relationships. And again, it's not about sucking it up and suppressing it. It is about choosing neutral people to talk about your issues with that person, and then to resolving it, and not to stay in that uncomfortable situation for longer than is needed, right? If you start venting and spreading the poison that you sucked up from a person that is bad for you, you're going to stay longer in a situation than if you were to keep it to yourself and it getting worse and worse, and then forcing you to take steps to change. Okay? So all this to say, dealing with difficult people, you will not be able to change other people. You can change only yourself and how you react. And I always recommend you responding instead of reacting, and breathing and thinking, how can I set a gentle boundary here? How can I express how this person is making me feel right now? And then walking away or engaging in a conversation that is resolving. Conflict resolution is what we want, right? Okay, this is what I had to say about difficult people. We will not change them. We will not be able to cut them out of our lives. but we can learn to stand up for ourselves, to communicate clearly, and to protect our primary relationships. I'm sending my love out to you. I wish I could squeeze you and thank you for being here. I love doing this podcast for you. And yeah, I hope you take really good care of yourself. Please never hesitate to message me with episode requests or just share with me where you're from. Where is your home base? Because I'm always curious to find out where people are listening to my podcast. All right, drink lots of water. Be kind to yourself. You got this. I will be out there very soon again for you.